Does the machine work? Sure sounds like it. And yep, I hear the double music. There we go. Cool. Hello, Nashtifer. Thanks for prompt replying to that test. Gonna take a sip of water, wait for 6 o'clock to roll around. Such a peaceful vista. A fantastic prelude to beating up a guy who's part of a faction literally called the Bastards. Umbrella using limp-wristed douche. A very small part of me wants to go and upgrade the umbrella, which I have, to fight this guy in hot umbrella action. Oh gosh, I skipped my intro. Blah blah blah. Mordred, lies of P. No idea what I'm doing. But I am the prince. Alright, we're just gonna jump right into it. But right, yeah, there it is. But yeah, I could in fact fight this man. Umbrella to umbrella. But I don't want to. I'm thinking about... One moment. Oh, anybody else get, like, phlegm when they eat Alfredo? I'm wondering if I should maybe replace this with something, given that he's only a human for, like, half the fight. I'm not going to go around switching stuff during the battle. Increased Fable charge amount when attacking. That's not bad. That amulet. I could just take and increase max HP. Stores HP continues. I think Yeah, I think I just put on that one. Extra HP, stamina, legion. Little bit of everything. That I'm 90% sure, yeah, that didn't put me overweight.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one.
So's your mom.
But the games end here. You know far too much. It's time for you to die.
Ow. Oh. Done.
Behold, an elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. Now, on to more
Oh, that was a nice
challenges,
combo.
for she too
Gosh.
will die.
As someone who has, like, routinely mocked the blooper as an item in Mario Kart for doing nothing, just look past the ink, I'm getting wrecked by that smoke cloud. Absolutely wrecked by it. Alright. This is just shaking off the rust, though. Shaking off the rust.
Truly are a nuisance, and in more
So's
ways
your
than
mom.
one. But the games end here.
Gosh, this guy does not give me time.
Behold, an elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions.
Well, I guess being hit stunned allows me to dodge stuff.
Wait. What is happening?
Dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. Good attempt, though. I'm getting hit way too much. My healing will not last. Hmm. I really don't have time for a lot of hits against him. I kind of got to take him when they show their ugly faces. Hmm.
You truly are a nuisance, and in more ways than one. But the games end here.
That was a good opener. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Behold, an elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemists as reward for my contributions.
Oh.
You know far too much. It's time for you to die. Wait. What is happening?
There's no fear, buddy. Yes! Yes! Ha ha! And I got your drip, idiot! Oh, I can talk to you.
My dear, good, kind fellow, hear me out, please.
Of course you're
I
begging
can
for your life.
explain everything, all of it. Please, just don't kill me. This isn't common knowledge. But when Valentinus ran things, she was, what was it, off limits. Whatever she got up to, we were told to ignore it, to pretend it wasn't happening. But
Interesting.
even as Simon gathered more power and influence, she remained loyal to Valentinus, and when she and Simon came into direct conflict, a bounty was quietly and unofficially placed on her head. Competition
Okay.
was fierce. Veronique's faction targeted her repeatedly, and our side couldn't disobey orders. All this happened, all of it, because of the alchemist and their damned infighting.
I could have told you that, man.
I had to pick a side. Don't you see? I'd have ended up like Veronique, or your precious legend.
You did.
I had to choose. I chose Simon's side. I only did what he commanded. Please, I beg for mercy. If I did evil, it was not of my design, it was them.
Uh-huh.
This is a mistake. But how? The alchemist gave me this elixir. No middleman.
Oh, man. Wow, you were betrayed. Imagine that.
Worked on carcasses, they said. I was to have a stronger body. One immune to disease and infection. I was to become.
Uh-huh. You bought into the propaganda.
But no. It must have been a mistake. They gave me the wrong one. The wrong elixir.
Uh-huh.
I must have treatment. I must. My good, kind fellow. Please. Sir.
You betrayed Veronique.
No. How could you? You promised. You promised you would let me live. Please.
Wow.
Please. They promised. The alchemist. I must go to them. I must go to them and get my
Yeah. I lied.
No. I was chosen.
It's called Lies of P. Sorry, dude. That's a lie, too. I'm incredibly not sorry. Man, he truly was a bastard. The mask worn by the leader of the bastards. The pristine mask shows no wear despite years of strife. His enemies called him slow and slippery like a snail. He created the golden mask to turn that slanderous name into a symbol of sophistication. The tailcoat worn by the leader of the bastards. It is a bespoke suit tailored for style and luxury. It is always best to treat others with grace and proper etiquette. Lumacchio, calming a disruptive crowd at a social gathering. Gosh, you're tacky. You drip tacky as hell, dude. And I'm the one wearing a crown. Well, let's see.
I'll be honest, it's the terrible conclusion that schemers like him face in the end. What a fall from grace. He had everything. Why throw it all away like this?
That's none of our business, Jiminy. Deep down, he was just a bastard. I have something for her? Oh, she appears to be dead. Painter's Sky. A painting created by Godard, the blind painter. It has been painted roughly with oil paints. The painter, trapped in darkness, yearned for a ray of light to illuminate her from within. That light was connected to a profoundly blue and strange sky. To the one within the darkness, to the one who showed such kindness to this blind painter who had lost her sight. After you returned my lost art supplies, I became inspired and finished my painting. This painting. As time passes, I am certain the world will acknowledge its true worth. To that end, please show this painting to as many people as possible. The clear blue sky. Open your eyes, look at the clear blue sky. Feel the night, which will end some day. Only time will tell. The clear blue sky, a song of how the landscape seen when the veil of time is lifted, may sometimes be the most beautiful sight. I think I have two musics I need to listen to. Not that I'm sure what farming humanity does me at this point. Except make my nose longer. This was the previous one.
I can't believe the leader of the bastards was conspiring with the alchemists.
Really? With a name like
I never
The
realized their
Bastards?
interests had become so entwined. Well, let me take a look at those clothes for a moment. You see this double lining? It contains a hidden pocket for hiding valuables. I'd hoped I wouldn't locate the key to this cipher machine inside. It would appear the noble reputation of the leader of the bastards was a facade. I'll decrypt it right away, so we can see what heinous deeds he was hiding. Lumacchio didn't simply cooperate with the alchemists. It appears he was Simon's hunting dog, stalking and killing those opposed to the alchemists.
Could have told you
I
that.
am truly disappointed in Lumacchio. I thought him destined to become a shining pillar of light atop Krat.
Really? That
Considering
douche?
who the lighthouse keeper betrayed, I doubt he escaped unscathed. Unless, of course, he'd prepared a hideout. If so, the only piece of advice I can give for finding its whereabouts is to put yourself in the shoes of the lighthouse keeper.
Target not found. Reconnaissance of hideout unsuccessful. Maintaining blockade is a standing warning to the target and all traders. My apologies, Sir Manus. Your disappointment is warranted, for I have failed you. In my defense, the traitorous fat swine has been hoarding and stealing from us since the very beginning, and not one of us saw it. I knew that lighthouse keeper was both insidious and audacious, but I never thought he would go for the elixir. I have no excuse. That said, I believe there is no longer need for concern. The target could not possibly have escaped the lighthouse. In the meantime, I shall blockade the seas themselves and make an example of the traitor. The gluttonous grifter will have nothing to eat but his own flesh. Interesting.
Any enemy of the
Well met, my...
Oh. Hell yeah. You turn the wall with a painting. We are listening to Clear, Clear Blue Sky. The chef's knife handle is a technique scanner? Interesting. There are not many weapons that are both stab and slash. Derp. I really liked that song. Hmm. This is not an advanced weapon, or rather, it doesn't have to be. That is interesting. can't tell quite how much longer this has gotten. Need to keep better track of that. But it is almost at the point where it clips through the ground, where, right, so this thing is also stab and slash, so it can run with anything. Reminds me. My old standby. Pretty quick with this weapon, too. I'm gonna wait for you to start being electrocuted. I suppose I'll just go and switch up weapon handles while I wait for that, actually. $387. $352. Doesn't add any damage. I think it just converts some of it to electric blitz. Funny. I can't help but wonder how useful this is. Consumes a lot of stamina. How much damage is that? 1,300. Versus... Oh. So... I might mess with this for a bit. And I've gotten into spears lately, apparently. What other handles could I potentially pair with it? Alright. Essentially do anything with deck scaling. Alter handle. Oh, and there we go. Easy enough. Ergo like you wouldn't believe. Alright, we'll jive with this spear for a time. Well, I suppose I could just attach it to the other spearhead now I think about it. Although actually, before we continue, I'm going to check a thing. Ah, okay, cool. Just checking something. Alright. Onward we go. Son of a bitch. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Every time I see one of these rickety looking walls and they can't break it, it's kind of a disappointment, frankly. What you gonna do? What is in here? What the? Madman's journal. I have learned the devil's method. The subject's body must be fresh, minimal post-mortem time. The container must have a close resemblance to the subject. Appearance is key. The essence acquired from the subject must have been produced before death. If this is true, only one element is missing, and it requires a desecration I can't begin to imagine, but must. Desecration I can't begin to imagine, but must. Am I cursed? Is this retribution for letting myself be blinded by grief and working with these alchemist devils? But without her pain, I'd have no reason to go on. Send me back to my child. Alas, I cannot. But I can still get the child back myself. If so, that is the only course I can take. I will have no choice left but to make it this my singular purpose. Is this Geppetto? Holy! I dare you to do that again. Mother! Alright. Oh, you spoiled my run. No! Hmm. If someone clips that, I won't blame you. Ooh, that heavy attack is quite the wind-up, though. But also goes quite the distance, which I do like from my heavies. Alright, I keep... There we go. That's the real power of this weapon. Is the dash attack. And fish. What psychopath is just firing cannonballs in this direction? Also, shut up. Alright. I like this weapon a lot. Ow. Ow. Mother trucker. At least that sounds very noticeable. Is this cover? It appears to be cover. Also, this is bullshit! You think those cannonballs just grow on trees? Apparently they do. Ha! I'm in their minimum range. I missed nothing over there, did I? All right. Owie. No! I'm upset about that. That one I really am. Okay. Damn it. This is not as good for sprinting when I have to curve at all. Whoa. Those fish are fast. Huh? Please. Well, that's what I get for betraying the first rule of Souls-likes. Don't get in a rush. But now I have less to lose. No. Okay. Gotcha. Eat shit and die, please. Okay. That wasn't so bad. In fact, it was pretty neat. Lost a little bit of hilarious. Yeah, the acceleration attack, again, is what makes this weapon. And it's so good for, like, ambushes or just... I think that's just the cannon rotating I hear up there. Wanted by Alidoro! Wanted by the Order, Alidoro. Apprehend immediately upon discovery. Fugitive fled after inflicting serious damage upon the Order. Multiple charges have been filed, including theft of confidential information, destruction of property, abduction of and luring of Order members, defamation against the Order, wanted dead or alive. No liability shall be assigned regarding his condition. Good on you, Alidoro. Okay. That presumably... That's not the way forward. How interesting. Ow. Got by point blank shots. Right. Where do you lead me? Oh, that doesn't look good. That was an autosave. Mad Puppet's message. Oh, Arlecchino. It's a long one, too.
You thought to sink me, but your ships run aground. Arlecchino was lost, but my freedom I have found. And in such a state, I find myself. What magnificent gifts you've given me. Fear not. I shall put these tools to good use. I truly thought it was the end. My body shattered and destroyed. It's not hyperbole to say, well, I was a wreck.
I'm gonna refill my water while he talks.
Along came you, brilliant, misguided maniacs to give me another chance at life. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my, let's call it, heart.
Oh man, if I get to fight Arlecchino in his prime,
Much to do. I must now bid you all adieu. I have more debts to collect. The one who left me in such a wretched state. Oh, they call her the Legend Stalker now. Such a splendid little title. And she owes it all to me. It's only fitting to congratulate her in person. See the truth behind the legend.
money the heck.
But I sure won't be doing that here with you idiots. It's time I paid a visit to the zoo and remind her of her debt. Oh, Arlecchino, you are a clever one.
Cool. Alchemist orders. The puppet locked in the brig is dangerous. To even think of releasing something as mad as that into the city, it cannot be allowed. We traveled a sufficient distance from the city of Krot, retrieving what ergo is left inside the puppet and permanently dispose of whatever remains. Okay, so this is just a little lore tidbit, it seems like, to show us,
Do I even want to know what was in that cell? Or
it
what
was
kind of
Arlecchino,
monster it was?
dumbass.
Probably not. But here's hoping a deranged beast hasn't been set loose upon the world.
He has, dumbass. Man, they made Jiminy kind of dumb in the DLC. Exciting. Klaus's premium luxury bag can expand Klaus's shop. Ooh, neato. That was well worth the trip. I'm gonna figure out how to get back. I think that oh. Oh, it's just here. Oh. I was wondering how you got here. I was way gonna overcomplicate that. Man, that's a nice dodge. No! I had it set to sharpen when I needed healing. Goodness gracious. Alright. Time to jet. Nice. Nope. Oh god. You know what? Screw you guys, I'm going home. Whew. That could have been bad. You have anything? No. Okay. There's my, of course. This time, we're gonna fight one at a time. Or not. I'm gonna pick up my souls. Get wrecked. Ah! I screwed it up. No! This is fine too. Okay. Now that we're done with that nonsense. Goodness, but this is a bit of a punishing area. Okay, if I fall there, do I die? Ostensibly, no. And now I'll never have to deal with that again. Look at them! They're swarming the place. Is that? Where is that? That's where I entered, so it wouldn't have been the worst thing to drop down. What's under here? Hmm. List of sent items. The writing looks hurriedly scrawled. The document holder is empty. Documents contained herein must be sent with high priority. This folio must be transported aboard the Archon fleet. Assessment of Simon by the Order. The Path to God, Research Compendium Books 1 through 3, Research paper, Physical Alterations Arising from Ergo, Comparative Experiment, Awakened Puppets and the Ego of Ergo, Report on Experiment Number 7 regarding the cause of carcass mutations, Case Collection, Carcass Mutations resulting from side effects of the cure, Financial Reports of the Order, Ergo Transaction Statement, Copies of letters and notes concerning Simon's close associates, Final list of Simon's followers. Alright. So gosh, Arlecchino busting out of here looks like it was a real big win for Simon. Ominous seagulls. Broad Bay 30 year can only be sold. Bottle from procured cask of premium whiskey aged for 30 years. When recognized value, blah blah blah. The Broadway 30 years historic masterpiece crafted on a remote island up to the north. With a deep and rich flavor emerging from the coveted oak barrel, it is truly worthy of being called a legend among whiskeys. Alright, well, I'm going to touch that checkpoint. And go back up and murder those guys and find any cool stuff they might be hiding. Derp. Ho-ho. Nothing exciting here, it looks like. Nope. What's up, Kaladin? You were napping so soundly. Did something disturb you? Was it me? One moment as I pet my dog. Yeah. Did you wake yourself up? Did you have a bit of a nightmare, buddy? Do you need reassurance? What do you need, bud? Okay. Gotta get back to my game, bud. Alright. Right. Pew. Pew. Alright. Bob Saget. Alright. wasn't so bad. What is up with this fellow? Yep, dog pets for the win. One thing's for sure, I ain't joining you up there. That was lucky. But we take those. Alright. Now, what did I win? Ooh, Silent Evangelists, Mace Head and Handle. And a shot put. That's an interestingly conspicuous item to put up here. What happens? Ah, worth a shot. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I thought it wasn't gonna let me walk up that for a minute. Haha. I thought, in the wily way that developers must think sometimes, that they put that there for like, where do I go? They put that there for, as a hint, right? That shot put in that specific area as a hint that if you throw the shot put here in just the right fashion, you get a thing. Okay. Ah, yes, this fellow. Gonna sell him some good. What's up, my guy?
Is that? Yes, it is. A Broad Bay lore cask. Aged 30 years. You have exquisite taste for a... Well... Word
A
around town is that the
prince?
legendary stalker prefers Lab Lewy wine. But when it comes to harder stuff, nothing beats whiskey, eh?
I'm a whiskey
And
enjoyer
since you know its
myself.
value, don't even think about walking away without letting me make an offer. So, what is...
Alright. Oh, gave me a tidy sum for that.
Well met, Masters. You found it! My treasured belongings. I thought I had lost this bag forever, and I was in quite a predicament without it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, excellent! Everything is intact, not a single item missing. I'm astonished nothing was stolen. As a reward, I shall grant you a sneak peek at my exclusive wares. Every item is sure to satisfy. Well met.
Ah, I was right. What do we have here? Veteran's Eye Patch. An eye patch worn by a stalker to protect the eye wounded in battle. Said that the eye forever sees the moment of its destruction. May the eyes of others only see peace. Embroidered on the eye patch of a veteran stalker. Plundering Amulet. Charges Fable when a fatal attack is struck. The easiest way to ensure victory on the battlefield comes down to securing resources. Plundering enemy resources and weaknesses is a time-honored tradition in warfare. Full Moonstone. Okay, we want this, and this, and this. Oh, I should check his other goods. Oh, those are his goods. Her. I don't have any more ancient discs, do I? Okay. Oh, that's right. I have a weapon to try out. It's a bunkus. Huh? Yarr. What's the most swashbucklery? That was the first outfit I stuck with for a long while. I do like this one. Which song is this? Shadow Flower. This is one from the base game. I should actually look at this weapon before I like. Alright. Yep, bonkus. Spray a fog of acid forward. Deals AoE acid damage to enemies in front of you. A strong forward slash. Use immediately after guarding an attack for more power. Use an extra Fable slot to trigger a link attack. The head of a massive weapon shaped after the serpent of Ouroboros. Its weight signifies the value of silence. Does it? The silent evangelists have only one doctrine: silence. Their preaching is death, execution, and the annihilation of the enemies of the order. Handle, blah 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 blah. Handle is encased with decorations of death, yearning for liberation. Death always flows beneath the feet of the silent evangelists, the blades of Simon. Those deaths become yet another of their secrets, breeding silence. Sure, why not? Alright. Alright, this has some good reach for a bonkus moveset. And it's fast. Okay. I don't know what I expected. That's not correct. Okay. That's really neat. This isn't an advanced weapon, huh? Okay, cool. So let's go with the Old Faithful. Where is he? Oh, there it is. The combo starter has a lunge to it. Kind of okay, so the reach of your hand, of whatever your head is, doesn't really matter much. Goodness, that's a nice art, though. Let's see. Were I to ever switch to a strength scaling weapon, I would definitely try out this handle. Strength build, rather, not a strength scaling weapon. Probably do it with this. Let's see. Goodness gracious, that is some damage. Yeah, this might be my handle of choice if I ever swap to a strength build, which I have considered time and time again. Alright. Level up. Derp, 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 derp. Continuing forward momentum. Alright. The devil went down to Georgia's. This. Just more dudes. How long am I gonna have to go? Oh no. Wow, that was yeah, I think this weapon combo has some sauce. Excuse me, madam. I was having ow conversation. Douche. Ooh, a dock. A lighthouse. That's where the thing is. I see you. Oh. I do like this weapon. I'm glad I decided to experiment with this weapon head rather just than assume that it wouldn't scale well because the haft is an advanced scaler. Alright, what have we here? Man. Well, we just kind of took turns hitting each other there. Alright, what's gonna jump out? Nothing? Free ancient disc, we take those. Enemies? Friends? Ow! Been a while since I've seen one of those doors. Shortcut Desu. Wah! It's also been a while since I was fooled by something pretending to be a corpse. Now I'm jumping at things. Mayor's Journal. Salau set out to sea 2 days ago. In the end, I couldn't stop the damned old fool. As if all the monsters suddenly appearing and throwing everything into chaos weren't bad enough. Why must that stubborn old man make me suffer so much in my twilight years? But it's not just him. It seems everyone here suddenly lost their minds. More and more villagers are suddenly insisting that they want to die. Feels like I'm the only one who cares about the village anymore. Let's start by checking with the residents next door. The rest of the words are smudged and unintelligible. Unintelligible? What'll I find in here, I wonder? I need the fisherman's weathered key. Why didn't the fisherman give me that? Oh, up the lighthouse. Oh, good. Krot Mysteries, the Haunted Lighthouse. The legend of how the Krot Lighthouse came to be called the Haunted Lighthouse is quite famous. However, even the most avid storytellers do not know the name of the ghost. In life, the ghost's name was Colombo, who was Krot's lighthouse keeper. But all knew him only as the portly keeper, for he was said to have been a greedy glutton. Colombo had used his position to extort money from boat captains, giving light only to those who paid. They say he amassed a huge fortune that he hid in a secret location that only he could access. That treasure has never been found, leading to rumors the keeper became so portly by eating all the treasure himself. The townspeople cursed Colombo with their every breath. Some believe the curses worked because one day Colombo vanished. Like his treasure, he has never been found. The lighthouse could not be left unattended, so the townspeople appointed a new keeper, but that keeper suddenly resigned, driven from the post by the cries of the ghost that haunts the lighthouse. This repeated with the next keeper, and the next, and many more. All fearing the wrath of the ghost, it was only after the keeper changed 7 times that Colombo's ghost finally fell quiet. You mean Colombo finally died of starvation? Even now it is said the screams of the portly keeper can be heard echoing through the lighthouse when storms lash the shores. Perhaps the sounds of howling are Colombo raging at the townspeople who cursed him. No. Uh, uh. We're gonna go that way. I'm gonna explore the lighthouse. Might as well touch it. Teleport to another stargazer? Oh, she's here. Well, let's go up first. Oh, okay. Oh, nothing's trying to murder me. Young Fisherman's Letter. It's been a few days since you rowed out to kick the bucket, old man. You'll have to drink that beer you love so much in heaven. If you make it back, I promise I'll go to sea with you, even if that means we might die, even if monsters leap from the waves all around us. Fishers gotta fish. If we're gonna shake in our boots, we ought to do it on the water, right? Whatever, you old coot. Just come back safely, and soon, or I swear I'll drink your last remaining beer. Well, we got his beer. Old bottle of beer. An old, dirty, and unlabeled beer bottle. It is well past its expiration date. A beer bottle kept for a long time by a poor, elderly fisherman. Fisherman hoped to drink this last bottle of beer while boasting after a big catch. Well,
It's full of sadness now.
Resora! Be human. Learn all gestures from the forgotten time.
Hey, buddy, see that? Over there. We found it. The Rose Estate.
Alright.
Leia should be nearby.
Peer into the distance. Where's Resora?
Inside.
Oh? I hear her. There she is. Resora!
It's you, my forever friend. I'm so glad to see you again. I followed the white butterfly here. I found the Rose Estate, but it's full of sadness now. I can't go inside. I'm okay. I have you. My new friend who looks like my old friend. You gave me the world again.
Do you know Carlo?
I miss my old friend, but it's okay that you're not him.
Are
You're
you
on your own journey, and I think
Carlo's
that's
puppet?
wonderful. Will you promise me something? When your journey ends, let's meet again in a pretty place. Resora will wait for you there.
Sure. Okay. Resora's treasure, photo of the Tree of Friendship. Looks to be a tree in the front garden of the Krot City Hall. The Tree of Friendship. This tree was planted to celebrate the expansion of Krot City Hall. May many find respite beneath its boughs and build joyful memories. Resora's treasure, third piece of the drawing. A child's drawing that looks very old.
Rosora's creator was very much loved by my dear old friend. I'm sure my creator would have wanted to be your friend too, because a friend is someone you will always happily wait for. When your journey ends, let's meet again.
Calling it now, I get to meet her in the present. Right now we go down. Down, down, the goblin town. Down, down, the goblin town. Alright. This is a place shown by the decoded frosted cipher machine text. What
The
the?
whole thing's just suspicious. Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide in.
Reading that. Seems sensitive to weight.
The whole thing's just suspicious. Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide in.
Aha! The purpose of the medallion. That's actually pretty funny. Lighthouse Keeper's Journal. They brought bars of gold and made a request. Their ship's movements are not to be recorded in the official logs. It's a truly profitable deal. The local fishermen are nothing compared to them. They arrived at the lighthouse again, loaded with a generous payment of gold bars. What are they transporting that's worth so much to keep secret? I snatched a box when they weren't looking. All I found inside were bottles of medicine. Those idiots didn't even notice the box I nicked. I sold all the bottles on the black market. I told them it was medicine, so I got a great price. Later, Maxim said that none of his customers ever returned after buying the medicine. I don't see how that's my concern. My treasure trove is growing. All these fools are making me rich. The writing is smeared in blood. This is a joke, right? I only nicked a few boxes. They had plenty. Why would they do this to me? I'm trapped. Why won't anyone help me? I'll starve. I can't eat treasure. Someone get me out of here. Hmm. The petrification disease outbreak might be this guy's fault. Like, of course it's the alchemist's fault. But he's the one who sold the cure, quote unquote, on the black market. That's how it got to the public. Yikes. Right, nothing. I was just checking nothing. Makes sense and is also, like, kind of horrifying to realize, like, I don't know how much he actually affected, right? But to think like one small act of greed is what set that outbreak growing. Like, realistically, it was probably for the better, because the outbreak is what alerted. Uh, the outbreak's what alerted the public to the alchemists and their shenaniganery. I just walked past this door like it weren't even fucking here. Alright. I believe this is the last of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood's secret hidey holes. Excited to get my drip. The Battle Maniac's mask, Blazing Death's hunting apparel. The mask worn by the battle maniac of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. The thrill of the hunt and trophies for his siblings were enough for him. Two things to keep in mind in combat. 1. Protect the family. 2. Never forget number 1. This is all you must do. Note from the eldest. The hunting attire worn by the battle maniac of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. It has been modified hundreds of times to improve swiftness and flexibility of movement. Seriously? Is fighting all you ever have on your mind? Don't use my stuff as weapons. That is a dapper outfit. Missing keys log. A logbook of the eccentric's missing keys. What are we going to do with this idiot? Motherfucker went through 23 keys. Okay. Now what's over there? Jesus fuck. Something tells me I'm about to get my ass kicked. Oh, God, I hate that. Ooh. What? Oh, that was a grab. Got him. That was a lot of... Oh. Eh? I was going to say, that was a lot of pomp and circumstance for one full moonstone. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Nastifer. What were you doing? Just burrowing in the dead-ass whale. I guess you were eating. Alright. Ah, and this is the shortcut that I didn't know where it went. Anything else over here? No? Okay. Me push button. Now time to give the old man his drink. Oh, right. You guys are all back now. Level up. Teleport. Go to the old man, and then we'll hit up our buddy. Old man Jenkins, I brought you your booze.
It's time to celebrate my triumph, and a beer is just what I need. Ah, good. This is the bottle of beer I saved. I bought 3 bottles of this brew after my wife left me. I already drank 2, and now this is the last one. The one I swore I'd only open once I caught the fish. Did you praise my catch to the villagers and the brat? Did the brat crack a grin?
That's a lie I
He
don't
did.
mind telling.
It's why I caught the fish.
That's
To
a
teach
classic
Manolin
from like
a
earlier
life
in the
lesson
game.
that
Lying
we are not made
the noble
for
lie.
defeat. That humans can be destroyed but not defeated. Let's raise a toast to victory with the beer I saved for this day.
Yep. Goodbye, old man. Fisherman's weathered key. A key worn and weathered by frequent use. Stained with seawater, it is rusted in several places. A key with a cord to wear around the neck to prevent it from being lost, even in high waves. The old fisherman never took this key off, not when fixing the nets or going out to sea. Okay, we're heading back. It's more efficient, I think, to go talk to our buddy first.
Any enemy of the alchemist. The door only opened for someone of great weight. Ingenious. Who would have thought? Well done. You have the keen mind of a detective. To condemn the lighthouse keeper to such a cruel fate, though, I'll never be able to stomach their evil wrongdoings. As long as the alchemists rule Cross,
Oh!
tragedies such as this shall never end. Thank you for revealing another truth. Without you, the alchemist's secrets would have stayed locked away forever. More problems remain, of course. For all intents and purposes, Krat remains under the thumb of the alchemists. I know that what I'm doing is something that must be done, but I often feel like I'm fighting alone in meaningless battles.
You've got
The
me, buddy.
enemy is great, and I am but one man. Will my efforts ultimately be in vain? Will the terrible truths I know ever be revealed to the people of Krat? Will the terrible truths of me? You fascinate
They
me.
will be. Krat will be
You
saved.
talk of future events as if they've already happened. Your words bring great comfort. Thank you. They also remind me yet again of the person I must protect.
And you'll do a great
My
job.
only family,
Eugenie does
someone
fine.
whose life I pray shines with truth. I may be destined to toil through life, mired in deceit and lies. But my wish is for her to live happily. That's
She
the
does.
sole reason I remain here and continue to fight.
running low on time, so we're gonna wait to do this most recent whatchamajigger. All right. Famed detective's coat. A formal suit said to have been worn by a famous detective from the foggy streets. The cape exudes a quiet dignity and a sharp mind. Lies are like mud puddles wreathed in gold. If not careful, one might become mired in muck while chasing a fleeting fortune. Oh, I'm so sad this looks kind of dumb on me. A hunting cap should have been worn by a famous detective from the foggy streets. Perhaps an odd choice for a dignified detective, but it struck fear into those he hunted. Hunting deer and seeking truth are not so different. Observe clues, follow traces, and catch the target. Sherlock Holmes at your service. I have been reading Sherlock Holmes lately, and I do recommend it. Mr. Conan Doyle was knighted for his writing for a reason. Alright. Let's go open Old Man Jenkins' hut. Who left this playing this entire time? Old Fisherman's Letter. To my beloved Clara, the day you collapsed coughing up blue blood still haunts my nightmares. At first I wallowed in sorrow and tried to follow you. Then I remembered the words you spoke to me, a shabby fisher, on the day you became my wife. Do not turn your back on the sea when it beckons. I bought 3 bottles of beer to drink with you. Now only 1 bottle remains. Do you remember that young brat, Menelin? I've entrusted the last bottle of beer to him. Now I head to sea. Don't worry, my love. Come what may, I will always return to you. Sweet story. Alright.
Okay, now, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the legendary stalker is nearby.
What makes you say that? Do I have to fight her? Is she too far gone? Gosh, I kind of hope I have to fight her. And I kind of really hope I don't. We finally meet, Leia.
Who are you? You look familiar.
Some call me P.
Wait. This is Romeo's locket.
It is. Oh, wow.
No.
You're quite far gone.
This is
How are
something
you holding
very
on?
dear to me. Thank you for returning it. But, before all that, how did you find me? I see. The tracker. He told you about me. He never could fix that irksome quirk of his. Always wasting his time on lost causes. But he doesn't extend his trust easily. His faith in your character speaks volumes. Does that mean I can trust you?
You can trust me to lie where appropriate.
Fine. I concede you are not my enemy. If you were, the tracker would have made sure you never reached me. The fact you're alive means he trusted your intentions when he sent you here. The tracker has always looked after others. That's the principle that guides him. Comrades would be a better term to describe us than friends. That said, he is the reason I'm listening to you now. Just don't ask me anymore.
Oh, fine.
This photo. It's the last print left. A pity it's damaged. A memory of me with my 2 apprentices. Happier days now gone forever. I was tough on them. I was such a fool. I never appreciated how precious our time together truly was. When tragedy befell us, I couldn't face the past. But Romeo kept the locket for me. To tell you the truth, I couldn't bear it. It was just too painful to see how happy we'd been. All this is the work of that damned Arlecchino.
Yep.
We have a history. When he ran rampant as a serial killer long ago, I was the one who put an end to his reign of terror. He was evil to the core. So during our battle, I did my best to destroy his body. Perhaps he holds a grudge against me over that. I had heard the ego of a murderer awakened within his ergo. But can a puppet be considered human through ego alone? I don't even know if a puppet is capable of holding a grudge like a human.
Oh, they are.
But since he dragged Romeo into this, I will not let it stand. Arlecchino left me an invitation to meet. To think he was under my nose the entire time. I searched everywhere for him. Insanity. No time for regrets. Romeo is at the Rose Estate. Along with that damned puppet. Do you truly mean that? You'll be putting your life on the line. I'd like to say I don't need your or anyone's help. But the last
For
time
Romeo.
I fought Arlecchino, I just barely managed to get the upper hand. And that was when I was healthy. There's no guarantee I'll win this time. With Romeo's life at stake, I accept your help. From one stalker to another, I, Leia Florence, ask you to fight with me.
For Romeo.
We must find a way into the Rose Estate. Despite outward appearances, its defenses are formidable. And the bigger problem is, I've lost my key. So, you and I will have to work something out when we reach the gates. The key? What? How? You must be part crow. You certainly hoard everything you come across.
That's an RPG
This
player,
is
baby.
the key I lost a while ago. Well, this will make it much easier to get inside. The entrance to the Rose Estate is further up the mountain path. Head out once you're ready. I'll wait for you outside.
Damaged poster. A defaced poster featuring an image of a missing person. Holes have been torn out where Romeo's eyes should be. On one part of the poster, a map showing the path leading to the Rose Estate has been drawn in red ink. Leia's will.
Romeo, this is likely my final message to you. I am off to battle Arlecchino to save you. I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. There was nothing admirable about my life. But I did what I could. In the only way I knew how. I know Hollow's death scarred us all. I know it changed everything. But we endured. There was always hope. And it was because of you. Without you by my side, I would have been lost long ago.
Amen, sister.
Come on, we need to follow her. Be careful. The enemies here are not to be taken lightly.
There we go. Hold that thought, pretty lady. I want to check one thing. This tree was planned to celebrate the expansion of Krot City Hall. Front of the garden of Krot City Hall. Not Hotel Krot. Front garden of Krot City Hall. Will you be my friend? Everyone is gone and I'm all alone now. Is this all that's left of her? Sora. Oh, I hope I can meet you again somewhere. Well, I satiated my curiosity. Lol, get wrecked, idiot. All right. This is where our time for this evening comes to an end, but I'll be back tomorrow for adventures with Leia, the legendary stalker, and maybe even a showdown with Mr. Arlecchino, which would be super dope. But until then, I'm Mordred. This is Lies of P, and I, I'm really sad about Rosora. I hope I get to meet her again. Bye bye.